So, Rippy over at 3699 Ranch, Friday evening. I just completed my upgrade from an i5 computer processor to an i7, and I did it for $17.11 off of eBay. I just left the feedback, and my complaint was slow computer. All I do is watch videos. I don't game, but you run into the gaming term when you start buying your parts to upgrade your speed. And so as it turns out, your integrated graphics on a computer, 10 years old anyway in my case, and the graphics are the bare minimum, the video card. So I did the $40 kind of the bottom of the barrel video card upgrade along with the CPU. My dual core was the latest and greatest thing 10 years ago when I bought it for $900, the desktop. The quad core came out shortly thereafter, and I've been using the dual core for so long. I didn't know any better, okay? I thought it was slow, and I've heard so much about chips with the shortages, and Intel's building here in New Albany, Ohio, an hour away. It's a big deal. I now live in the heartland, Silicon Heartland. It's exciting. It's a big deal, the biggest ever in the state of Ohio. But so I started looking about chips. I'd like to show you how I found my chip. I replaced my processor chip from an i5 to an i7 upgrade, and very reasonably make a good video to so what you're looking for when you're watching videos and your speed wise, you want your videos to come in, it's auto detect, and it'll go to 1080p high definition. And then like when I left my feedback on the eBay, you hit the feedback, and then you go in and you put the star, and when it says leave, it would kind of, it takes a while for the pages to load. Then you leave the feedback, it shows up, and then it says where you want to go now, and you go back to eBay, and it takes a while for the pages to load. And that was the slow part of my computer. So and then I'm going into from a hard disk drive to a solid state drive is my next upgrade. But for today, I've got this in, I've got it back up. It was pretty straightforward. When I booted it back up, it said you have a different CPU, so let's do a couple updates and resolution. And then I did the drivers for my $40-ish computer graphics card, video graphics. I upgraded from the integrated to a accessory graphics drive. Turns out I was seeing like $3,000 ones and stuff, and even them power supply units. Those are the people in the mining are buying that stuff. They mine Bitcoin. That's what I'm hearing, and they use high-speed computers for that. So when you're watching YouTube, which is all I do, I don't game or mine, and you hit a video, you want it to come on high definition automatically. And I'll just pick one. Here's my high definition. It lights up, goes automatically, and it comes in to as good as my screen will show. It's just a 1050. This is a Goodwill pick. I got this for cheap, and then welded in my second-hand monitor. But that's what you want. You want it to come in there because it has all these different ones, and it's on auto detect, and it put it to the highest resolution. And so this is a CM67. This one is a CM5675. Azusa Sencho with an LGA 1156 socket. And this website has all the CPUs, and that's what they look like. That chip that goes in under the heatsink. And it turned out I had a dual core LG 6. Mine was a 650, and it turns out my chip's only a $10 chip, and my chip was a dual core with 4 cache. The gigabytes were about the same as the other one, but my i7 chip is twice as many cores and twice as much cache, and about the same gigs, right into 3 gigs your power. So this is like the bottom of the barrel to the top, and there's not that many ones here for the 1156 socket. And the best chips cost $100 a piece, and then my chips that I bought, the 3470 Exxon, which is the same as the Core 875, and it shows that the cache I doubled up to 2 MBs. I'm still at like 3 gigs on that, but I have 4 cores. And then my other computer's a CM6730, and it has a 1155 socket. So I'll go over here and tell socket 1155, LGA 1155, and here's the list for those. And it has this way big list. It's got all kind of chips that'll fit in that 1155 socket. And 1155 will not interchange with 1156. So it has to be exactly right. And as it turns out, the chip in that one is like a $30 chip. And a good one that costs $200. And then your newer computers will be more expensive with this newer Ryzen and everything. You know, you better have about $1,200. And but since these aren't really in demand, these older chips, and mine's actually a server chip. These are the sold listings that they sell for $20, $30. I got mine on a deal, so it was $17.11 altogether, $16. And he's even put on their server versus a desktop, however that would go. A PC. Mine's a server, which they say it's the same as the i7 875, and I believe them. But there could be something different in the cores, the 4 cores. They're all $20, $30 for them, for these chips. And an i7 875 is a $30 one. It would have been another $10 just for the name i7 versus the Xeon, a server chip. I save money by buying a server chip. And over here is my eBay, and this is the one I bought, and the $17.11 I paid. I left all my feedback. And here's my video card I bought for $44.51 taxed and delivered. And it has a DD5 memory versus DD3, and it's just a little baby, only 512 MBs. And it's a GT240. It's like the bottom of the barrel, but still it's way better than the integrated graphics from the factory to watch videos. You just seen, that's all I want. I want it to pop up high def. It wasn't doing that before. I couldn't get it to do it. And actually, I couldn't get a performance rating I think something was wrong with my video card from day one. It never did seem to, I don't know, they're junk when they're new. They put a cheap video card in my computer. So the next thing to make my computer faster, I don't have it in yet, I bought solid state drives for both of my units. Because my complaint with my other one, the drive kicks and it makes noise. And I'm doing hard drives next. And I did them for 20 bucks a piece. This one's a little bigger than the other one. And that'll be the next computer video I probably do when they come, and I'll have to load up all my computers and replace the hard drive. That's starting all over again, basically. Depends on how you want to do with it. And I'm not going to clone anything. And then over here, just to check the computer. So now I'm pushing a 5.9 on the performance, and that's showing the chip that I've installed. I did an i7 upgrade. I've got the 16 gigs of RAM right there on my little Windows 7 Home Premium. Rocking it out to watch some YouTube videos, and noticeably faster. I noticed when I was leaving the feedback and all, the screens are popping up faster. And with that $20, I'm using hard disk drives, and the one and the other one, it makes a bunch of noise, and it'll go silent now because I have brand new, with warranty, solid state drives coming, and a solid state is supposedly 5 to 10 times faster than a hard disk drive. So that'll help my speed, and we'll see. Get that thing going again. I have bragging rights. It was $17.11 delivered. I just slapped it in there. I already had the paste, and it's up and running again. And I have my, this is my newer $50 camera I'm using. Figuring it out. And but yeah, i5 to i7 upgrade. I doubled the cores in the cache, and I'm really happy about it. So thanks for watching, everyone. Rippy, do-it-yourself DIY computer upgrades.